Hello, good evening, SN viewers. This is Satellite Media. Let us look at the economic situation of the country and talking about Nigerian situation from what we have here. This is the Vanguard newspaper. It's saying economic crisis, good job losses as 16 multinationals exit Nigeria in 3 years. It says as Nigeria battles an economic crisis sparked by the Nigerians' twin policies of petrol subsidy removal and unification of FS windows. United Kingdom-based Diageo joined about 15 other multinational companies that have exited the country in the past 3 years. From what we are seeing, the government policy seems to be causing hardship in the country. Just like Muhammadu Buhari came in 2015 and abruptly implemented the TSA and crashed the economy in 2016, because we understand that we went into recession in 2016 as a result of government mopping up government finances fund in commercial banks through TSA, and in 2016 we went into recession. We understand that policy was a Jonathan government's initiative. The Muhammadu Buhari government came on board without wasting time, gave timeline, and they rushed into TSA. Before you knew it, the then Minister of Finance, agitation, made us understand that government realized about 3.1 trillion after mopping up their funds in commercial banks, and the economy crashed. We went into recession as a result of ill-timed policy. In the same vein, looking at what this government have done, yes, understandably, before the 2023 presidential election, all the major 3 political parties and their candidates were of the view that if they win the election, they are going to remove, or they were going to remove subsidy on gasoline. And at the end of the day, INEC, the umpire, announced Tinubu as the winner of the election, though the result of the election was contested by the PDP and their candidate Atiku Abubakar, Labour Party, and its candidate P2B. By the end of the day, Tinubu was declared winner by the court, even at the level of Supreme Court. But the area we are looking at is the Tinubu government was not circumspect in policy of unification of FS at the official window. In as much as we agree that subsidy should go on gasoline, all the areas of promises to address the effect, to cushion the effect of hardship on the economy by this government have not been addressed. Let us look at the issue of giving 1 billion to about 75 companies to galvanize economic activities as a way of improving our GDP. More than 3 years after that promise, nothing has been done in that regard. Let us only look at the issue of rolling out vehicles that run on CNG. As we speak, the government is still dragging in their quest to roll out vehicles that run on CNG. If we look at the issue of giving 1,500,000 each to a good number of small and medium scale enterprises, this is more than 1 year after that promise. Nothing has been done in that regard. Look at the issue of promising to give about 50,000 to a good number of nano business owners. When I will talk about nano business owners, we are talking about traders who trade on the street, who have no shops. More than 1 year after that promise, nothing has equally been done in that regard. Then let us look at the issue of food inflation. We understand that the policy of government is fueling this food inflation, because if you understand that most of the raw material that needed to be imported in the area of production of food, and most of the raw materials, because of FS rates, the cost of importation have increased drastically. Now, let us look at that FS education at the official window, the timing. We understand that we are import-dependent economy, though that dependency did not start with this government. It has always been there. But if you needed to unify your FS at the official window, I think what we needed to do as a people, as a country, as a government, is to ensure that we produce sufficient so that we have enough to export, diversify economy, before tinkering with the idea of unifying FS at the official window. Because the implication is, hence unify FS at the official window, everything that needed to be imported, whether a raw material, whether a finished product, the cost will increase. And we have a situation where even currently, Dangote refinery that everybody thought was going to be a game changer, they are not able to source for crude locally to the extent that they have resorted to importing crude from the United States of America. So I'm of the view that particularly that effort unification, federal government under this Tinubu administration would have tarried. There was no point rushing into it. Hence, we are not yet producing. We would have used the money we are generating from subsidy removal on gasoline to aggressively and urgently diversify the economy into agriculture. Start earning from export from agricultural products before we come back to say we are defying FS at the official window. I think this is a good place to let it go. I am Mr. Matthew, and this is Satellite Media. Thank you very much for your time.